let's take a look at converting square meters to hectares. Now, in actual fact, there are 10,000 square meters in 1 hectare. So if we're going to be converting square meters to hectares, we're just going to be dividing by 10,000. So for example, if we've got, let's say, 42,000 square meters, all we're going to do to divide by 10,000 is take the decimal place and move it 4 spaces to the left. Sorry, I didn't say the right, but the left. Here we go. So for this one here, you can see the decimal place will always be to the right of the numbers, unless you can actually see it elsewhere. And we're just going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. And it's going to be 1.00 or whatever. So it's 1. There we are. So here we go and do the same thing again. This is 42,000 square meters. We're going to take the decimal place. There it is. And we're going to move it 4 spaces to the left. I'll say the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, the spaces are in between the numbers, yes? And the answer is going to equal 4.2. Now, sometimes I see people do this, and what they do is let's say it was 104,218 square meters. I see people doing this. They take the decimal place and they go 1, 2, 3. But that's not 1, yeah? 1 is on the other side of this number. Each time you're moving it. So here we are, decimal place. 1. Remember, it's between the numbers. 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry, we've done 4. There it is. So it's 10. So the answer, if that's square meters, and we're converting it to hectares, that's going to be 10.4218 HA. All right, let's do it slightly differently. Let's imagine that we're going to make it a much smaller number. Let's say, in fact, it is going to be 0.23 square meters. Now, it'd be quite unusual to convert such a small number to hectares, but let's do it nonetheless. So again, we're going to move 4 spaces to the left. So we're going to go 1, here it is, 2, 3, 4. Decimal place now goes there. That's its new position. And we're going to fill in these gaps. There's 1, there's 1, there's 1, with placeholders. And we'll put a leading 0 in front of the decimal. So the answer is 0.23 meters is going to be, square meters, I should say, is going to be 0.000023 hectares. So that should give you some idea on how to do this. All right, let's try another one. Let's go 16.007, let's do square meters. What would that be in hectares? All right, so let's do it the other way. So let's go, in fact, I'll write it out this time. I'll go 16.07, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. There is the new position there. A 0 will put a leading 0. We'll fill in those gaps with placeholders. And so the answer is 0.001607. So this place here, in fact, I'm just going to put a little cross through that. That decimal place no longer exists in that location. And of course, we put the units in, and we have a space, and we have HA. I'm going back through this. I'm noticing I didn't really leave I had a space there, but I put a decimal in there. But I didn't really do this very nicely. This should actually be 4.2, a space, and then HA. So do make sure you leave a space between the last digit and the units. There are exceptions to this. For example, degrees, as in angles, we don't need it. If it's a percentage, again, we don't need a space there. But for this type of thing, we absolutely do. All right, folks, hope that makes sense. And the next video, we'll have a look at converting hectares to square meters.